Hi guys, I'm Crownos and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, we kind of left off find an assassin, which never showed up, and it turns out that you can actually find you can find a guy kind of snooping around, and it's that freaking
I'm interested.
So what are you interested?
the guy like the snake oil salesman basically.
Proper bath.
I'm sure you'll. Good luck.
There we go, just got all cleaned up. But yeah, basically he kind of hangs around and then interrupts your vigil, as it were, try to catch somebody out, and tells you that you're wasting your time basically because they've made so much noise. It resets and I've basically got to do it again, so we'll kind of leave it there. So while I'm here, I might as well ask about Perchar. I don't even know. I mean, is that another quest or is it part of the same quest? I can't even remember. Let's get off the horse. So asking about Perchar. I mean, what's that about? Oh, it's this one. Yes, I've just got to find out about the assassin, but I don't know what the Perchar one is. Oh, he's the guy that he thinks is after him. Yeah. Who can we speak to?
Army one.
Anybody got a name? There he is.
God be with you.
Would you be Master Paycar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Henry, of Skalitz.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skalitz?
You're to leave the master alone.
To ask why you've come to Sasau.
I'll bring it right away.
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Aye, to keep you away from
Stay
Kaiser.
away from Master Keyser.
Keyser? Conrad Keyser? Why should I want anything to do with him?
Well, that's what we want to
So
know.
he doesn't need to worry about you.
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why, we were friends.
Right, that'll...
As the master. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Thank you very much. Let's
My
go.
pleasure.
Right then. I've also got my meat and stuff. So maybe while it's day I might head back. Depends how long it takes to get there. It'll still be daytime, it's fine, let's go. I mean, we have to get back for midnight, but, well, that's close to, I guess. Actually, that might be a challenge, Pilgrim. I don't want any pilgrims, thank you. Gate's open. Well, at least the outer gate is anyway. What if the trader's still there? That'd be funny. So we need to go up this way, is it? More or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, frickin' push! Hit these bushes. Yeah, somebody sharpening stuff. Why couldn't you fix my gear? Is it this guy? I've got your beer. And meat. That's
brought
what
you
I'm
some
mostly
meat.
for.
Stack it over
So I
here.
don't waste. Oh, actually, shit. Some of it's still on my thing. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.
What's going on?
You said you were bringing meat. Well, yeah.
I've arranged some beer.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us.
Got the
The
bitch.
charcoal burners nearby have some stock.
That's handy. So Robard will be
Well, you can stop worrying.
good. God be with you.
Oops, sorry, Oss. You didn't actually need to come any closer. I just pushed it out of instinct, but there you go. Alright, now I've got the meat. Oh, and the potion. Yeah, the potion's already on there, that's fine.
I brought you some.
Stack it up.
Stack it over there. Yeah. Well. There we go.
That's the lot.
Great. If we're really going to have to storm the walls, then at least it should be with full bellies. Oh, take care now.
Take care now. Bye bye then. Right. And you're out there.
I'm glad to see.
This will keep them on their feet.
This might help.
It certainly is.
That's the
I'll have to
potions.
get all those poured into a keg. But if it works,
I just want to make sure we get rid of those bastards holed up in the castle.
no more than I...
And to see Istvan hang from the highest tower.
I'll drink to that. Well, I would if I wasn't on duty.
Okay.
Take care.
Right then. So we should have less random stuff on the map. Priest, we've already got a priest. We got a priest, didn't we? From Sasau, the monastery. Who do we need to talk to about the priest? So who do I speak to? So I already got somebody to come. Oh well, I mean, do I have to go and ask another one? Who knows? Anyway, let's head back to the monastery for my night vigil. If I can get back there before midnight, I should be able to. Should have stole some food while I was there. Yeah, well in time, look. Oh, there's a food there. I like that instead. Yeah, what's his face? Nicodemus. He's gone there. Oh well. Looks like I probably have to speak to whoever wanted the priest in the first place, but I can't remember who wanted it. Oh, the guard's back. Well, I'll tell him about Paychar anyway, not wanting to freaking wring his neck. If I can. Oh, I can't. Well, shit. Guess it's time to do a night vigil again then. Right, so I'm just supposed to wait here for an assassin at midnight. So I've made such a commotion, surely nobody will come today, I'll have to come again tomorrow night. Yeah, which is because of the freaking random guy. I can't remember what he's called. Anyway, yeah, it's just the guy that's selling freaking fake medicinal stuff. So why would why would he have no guards at this time? So it's not quite midnight, but it's close enough. The last time I came around here, and the guy was sneaking around here. He better not come again. I'd like to know whose this horse is. It don't look like any random person's house. I guess it's not quite midnight yet, but I don't want to pass it either. That's nice. I locked down ages ago. Also got cobwebs in it. Yeah, I caught the guy right here. Up to no good. Halfway there, ish. Depends if I have to go find him again, like the other one. Let's get a little closer to midnight. I'll try to anyway. $23.48. I mean, it's pretty close. I don't know if I have to be incognito for this guy to show up or not. Well, it's freaking midnight. So the door's currently locked, which is great, I guess. Is this it? It's a picture of the lane, get back.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. Your
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you.
assassination?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you, and then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices.
And I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
Alright. Fair enough.
All right. I suppose I'll have to take your word for it. But stop creeping around here at night and trying to break into the house. Conrad is scared half to death, and I need him in his right mind.
Very well. That does sound like Conrad. I'll think up some other plan. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, thanks, bye! Does that mean I can talk to him now?
to do? What the hell am I to do?
Stop panicking.
Well, did you...
I did.
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night and nothing happened. A few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
And what about Pekar? Are you saying he has no malicious intentions?
None. He's just doing some trade with the custodian. That's what brought him to where you were.
Well, if you're sure, but I'd still rather lie low for a while.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense.
Aye.
Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
It's about time. Can I rob him? No, we'll leave it. Let's go. Cheers, mate. It's him right behind you. Right, so the only one we might have to do is the priest thing. So do we really need another? I'll go ask for another priest. I'm pretty sure we've already got a priest, but I'm gonna have to go ask way up. A skirmish. No, let's just keep going. I want to carry everything after the fight's over. If I don't get murdered myself, that is. A snare? Nope. Now, is that an actual gambler? Just a standard villager. I'm just curious if he's got any good dice. Not that I really care, but I am curious. Nope, no dice. I'll leave you to it, it's fine. Right, this is so-called vicar. He might not be there because it is the middle of the night, but you know. It's inside. It's upstairs. Must be upstairs. Is that seriously the way up? Okay. Oh, not allowed in there though. Might have to wait for him to come out. I'll wait till morning. So when he should actually be there. Actually, it might be 8:08, but we'll see. Obviously, we want him to be inside the church rather than upstairs. You can't be up there. Nothing there. Yeah, that's 30 o'clock. Let's go. Poor guy's going to be exhausted. You moved yet? Yeah, yes. Well, sir. Here's the sword fighting one. Here's something from you.
There's something I need from you.
Is there, my son?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help, but sadly I simply can't. My own parishioners are watching me closely, and if I make just one false move, they'll have the bishop down on my back.
But Sir Divish himself...
If he wants me, Let him come and speak to me himself. But I'm not going anywhere. It's your fault I have to live with a sword dangling over my head, Hal. And don't think I've forgotten it.
I never forced you to do anything. And just because I didn't help you out, you're denying God's forgiveness to innocent strangers.
How dare you? Do you think I'd stoop to such pettiness? My reasons are honorable.
I never refused to help him out.
So why don't you turn it round on them? Why don't you say you'll go to Talmberg because it's the right thing to do and your Christian duty, even though you might be shot in the process, like that saint?
Sebastian. That might help, I suppose. But tell me the truth. Is the air really thick with arrows?
It is a siege, but all the camps are well out of range, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, see how the martyrdom angle works, and then I'll go. At least getting out of here for a while will give me a break from all those judgmental looks. To forgive is human, damn it! Or is it to err that's human? I can never remember.
So it's going anyway. Talmberger. Okay.
Take care now.
Bye-bye then. Alright. So technically we've got two priests. We've got, well, a monk and a priest. Maybe that's why I didn't count, because I got a monk to go instead. Who knows? My horse is like a mare, goddammit. Alright. Off to Talmberg. I'll have to find somebody's bed to sleep in. Because evidently enough, they're not giving me my own. What's there? What? What's going on? Oh, come on, I need to tell Fairfire about
well chosen
what's it.
site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
Everybody's like,
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
will he though?
Greetings.
What do you make of him?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk.
What the
You might
fuck?
find something there you can use.
Thank you.
What the fuck's going on?
Good luck then.
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Look at enemies.
I made a mistake getting on the wrong side of me.
It's Pecha. What's he doing here? Seriously? Did he actually try to freaking come and kill him? What? He said he said he had nothing to do with it. Wow. Okay. I'm taking his money, not that he's got much. I don't really need his keys, but I guess I'll take the keys. You never know what door it's to. Kill Pecha. Well, he's already dead. Well. Still what? Everybody just battered him. So I guess he would try to kill Conrad. I'm guessing. He said he only had business dealings. He lied to us. We took him at his word. Well, I don't have the quest anymore, so... Yeah, I guess that's it. Right, okay. Whatever then. So, do we literally just have to wait until the trebuchet is done? So we've still got to wait for that, apparently. I think that's it. So literally I just need to rest. I don't suppose anybody's got a spare bed here, do they? Well, there's one here, but I think somebody was sleeping in it. Oh, it says sleeper safe, though. So where's his trunk? He said to check his trunk. Which is his trunk? It's obviously not any of these, because these are all locks. Which is Fairfax? That one? Some Groshet, a bassinet, Mayberg gauntlets. I don't really need any of that, really. Not at this juncture, anyway. I mean, technically the helmet is better. I've got one in my thing. I'll put it on my horse. Along with the gloves, sod it. But see, it's definitely massively better. I think I should go back on my horse. I picked it up by accident. I mean, look, it is. I mean, it's not ridiculously better, but it is better. I'm still going to put it on my horse. But yeah, like I said, I just don't like how it disrupts your view. But whatever. Well, actually, yeah, I can put my better arrows back on again. For now, anyway. Right then, let's grab our bed. So this one says sleep and save, so I'm going to do that. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait, but at least let's get full energy. Looks like all the way through the night. Not sleep any longer than that. But my guy's exhausted. I could sleep and save on that tiny ass little bit of blanket as well. Do you need anything else for the trebuchet to be built? Because it don't look like you've even started.
Greetings.
How's the
Master
construction?
Fafar.
Much better now that I have Master Keezer to help me. Although, to be quite honest, it's more a case of me helping him.
Next time round, you'll be...
I rather hope they won't be in it.
Yeah.
How's work going with Master...
Excellent. His knowledge of machinery and mechanics is absolutely...
So you're confident the trebuchet will...
Absolutely. It's plain to see...
How much longer do you think it will take?
I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. As I understand it, the base is quick to make, but the other parts are more complicated. And then there's all the balancing and setting the...
I see.
So do I.
Okay.
Good luck then.
Good luck then. So where's this comrade guy? Where's he chilling out? So they're not even started on the base. There's literally no what else to do but wait. Currently. I guess we'll chill out and wait. For a moment, at least until morning. So they're not even starting on the goddamn thing. In a few days. It's a shame we can't break back into Talmberg and do a bit of assassination. What can we put in the pot? Just a bunch of potions. Right, okay. Well, let's keep waiting, I guess. How long can we wait for? Quite literally wait 24 hours. Okay then. Just sit here on this bench chilling. Act like an NPC, just sit down. Hey! They're all floating though. I don't think you're supposed to be stood there, guys. There's at least 4 people there. Excuse me. It's not quite correct, but at least they've got a good vantage point from all the way up there. Can't talk to any of them either. Surprised you're not up there with your buddies.
God be with you.
How are things with you?
I'm worried. I have a bad feeling about all this.
How's that?
I couldn't say. I just feel it in my guts. Like when you eat something.
Okay.
May the Lord watch over you.
Where's Fairfire? The base is done. How much longer?
Let me sleep.
Clear up, let me sleep. That'll be me, that. Okay, let's wait a little bit longer, I guess. Now, do I wait another 24 hours or what? Why not, I guess. There we are. I cooked my food actually. My meat. That's already gone. Awesome. Right, let's drop that because I don't need it then. I thought that when it said to wait, as if that still says stolen. I stole it ages ago. It dies. Oh well, whatever. That is done. Go and watch the trebuchet test. But we're gonna break into freaking Star Wars sounds then.
Now, let's see how strong those walls are.
Let it rip!
And they're like, didn't go far enough.
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated. That's perfectly normal. I'll have the range in no time.
Awesome.
Move. Move. God damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish. Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close.
Havel Medic. He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him. Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear...
We'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky weasel.
He's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here. We'll make a stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here, and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Talmberg.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
So we're going to ambush the ambushers.
I wanted to go with the Skalitz men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander. But many of the men will be from Skalitz. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is...
Want to be in the vanguard? Yeah, why not?
I want to be in the vanguard.
Now hear me well, Henry. There are whole cemeteries full of heroes who rushed into danger. And if the first human you meet runs you through, it won't be good for morale. Not to mention that Radzik would have my guts for garters. In the battle, you and a group of Skalitz men will be concealed in the woods over the road.
But sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting. You'll have to keep nervous men on a short rein and not attack too soon. And then conduct the attack on the rear so fiercely and quickly that the foe has no chance to react. If the line should start to break, we need someone with their head firmly on their shoulders to keep control of the men.
Very well, sir.
That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join the Scallop's men. They'll be mustering in the woods above the road to Rattay.
Post.
If you thought you'd be spending the whole siege sitting on your horses playing dice and swilling ale, you were sadly mistaken. Havel Medic
They're all like,
bearing down on us with his band of goat fuck.
We're heading up there. Right, okay then. Practically run the commander over. Sorry guys. I hope it don't push you. There, you're alright. Right, where is it? Wrong way. Over there. Somewhere over that way. Reconciliation Cross. So far away is this? I'm budget right mark, right? Yeah. Seems miles away from Talmberg. Why would we go that far away? But whatever. This spot seems a little bit rocky. Where else are we meant to be going? Down there? So I need to get down without breaking a leg.
Yeah.
Where are you? Horse is in a bush. You get down there, horsey. You can do it, go on, you're fine. Yeah. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Game save, that's what I wanted to see.
Easy. Easy.
So there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men there.
Not yet.
Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. At least a good 25 men. And we've got 8. What the fuck is this? Man, I guess we're waiting for the other people to decide. Yeah, there's some there.
They were expecting us. First troops to the bridge. Break through. Vanguard to the left. And the rest, come with me. We'll flank the bastards.
Tell you what.
At them.
Now.
Charge! Grind those horsens into the dirt.
God damn it. That got like my spine. Poor guy. Be careful not to take too much damage. piece of shit. Oh. How's that guy still defending? Yeah. The bridge is slowly falling back.
We have to help them.
Delta Hanush. Let's go. Spunk. That guy switched target to me straight away.
Here's their leader.
What? This boy?
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan. Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
Awesome. Run! Save the trebuchet. Come on, you slowpokes. Can I get my horse out? I can. Sorry guys, you'll have to go on foot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea me actually going like this, but you know. Oh, there's a blacksmith. Piece of shite.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to jog this in full plate armor? How tiring that shit would be. Oh, we've got people here. I guess it's those guys down there that are the problem. Come here. The arrows aren't doing much damage. thought I'd take it safer, you know. It looks like getting my sword out might be better. That's not the ball. Let's get my sword out. Can't get over the battlements. What have we got? This guy's got proper full plate armor. Oh, nice. An arching bassinet. I've not heard that one. We'll grab that for later. Just doing a quick nosy. A maidbug cures. Yeah, potion, all of that. Who poked me? It's not very nice, is it? Right, other side. That's already done. Now where? So where are they gone? Is that it? Who else is still fighting? Oh, there. Good shit. Oh, here comes the main army. I can hear him. Oh, they're all after me. Come on, guys, help me. That's it. Okay. Well, apparently it worked. Sort of.
Well?
The damage isn't too serious.
So we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzik and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranyik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Oh, there's Conrad. Kaiser.
Are you alright?
All right.
Tried to kill me.
But
It was Pekar! And you let him go.
Oh, I lost rep.
Told me
I
to
still
my
gained it
face
as well, though.
that I had nothing to fear. Keep out of my sight. You hear? I might have been.
He told me we're fine, though. That's not fair.
are you alright?
All right.
Oh, he just says the same thing. That's not nice. Fine. Screw you. It's like I'm ready for some food. I guess we'll sleep. I want to know how you clean your sword as well. Like, kind of, do I have to have it out when I wash? No, 'cause look. I want to know how you clean your sword off. So it shows that it's full of blood. How do you actually clean a sword? It's something I've been wondering for ages. Because there don't really seem to be any way to do it. Back looks for it. You might better like use a grindstone or some shit to sharpen your blade, and that rubs it off. But otherwise, though, it's a bit of a crap way of doing it. Right, I did pick up those couple of armors, so this one it definitely is better. Look at it. Can I tell what it looks like when I put it on? Will it show me? Yeah. I mean, I guess the visibility thing isn't that bad, but I just don't like it. Compared to having full visibility. I mean... I only lose 3 points of defense. It's really not that bad. I'll stick with this helmet, it's fine. Right, let's go speak to the big guy.
Start talking, or make your peace with God.
He said to talk to this guy, I can't talk to anybody.
Greetings. Take care.
So I do have to talk to the big guy.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it? Fuck you. You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
He doesn't have a very intimidating voice, does he, though? It's like, come on. You know.
Who is this Toth?
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so he started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
Okay.
How did you meet him?
He killed my parents.
What?
Really?
Your parents?
Jesus.
They were weak. Istvan
Hello, Fanny
strong.
Roo.
He took better care of me than any father.
Okay, and then what are you people after?
What is he after?
Are you really that clueless? To destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
Who does he take his orders from?
Sigismund, obviously. How many men has he got?
How many men does he?
How should I know? There were nearly 70 of us at the beginning, but there's probably not even half left. But that's still more than there ever were in that castle. More than enough to defend it.
Okay.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has?
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but...
I don't need to save myself.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranjik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now
Oh, really?
Why would he care that much about
And
you?
why has he still got his armour?
Could it be your lovers?
You'd never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hamish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
It's like I've been shot once already.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him.
He's like, oof.
It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance. Do you take me for a fucking fool? Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every man-jack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
Why does he seem a bit weird?
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
Oh, what is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanush. All right. We'll let the men rest a while, and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready.
See, you think he'd have some secret way into the castle or some shit, wouldn't you? I mean, to be fair, it would be a liability though if the enemy found out about it as well, though. But you know, it'd be nice for us to be able to sneak in. Until the Divish once you are ready. Ah, let's go for it. I mean, what time is it in game? Noon. Yeah, we'll go sleep and save, and we'll kind of go from there. So it looks like we might be on the final battle, the final stretch. Where's right there?
Ah, I'm glad you came.
I'm at your service.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll be delighted.
To smash my castle.
Lost?
I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Damn it.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. God be with you.
Well, that sucks. I'm gonna load. Just because I don't want to lose rep with him. You think it'd be like, you know, like it's a privilege, but yeah, apparently not. Could have just saved.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give, and since it's...
So, well, technically I don't know how, but that's what I'm going to do to begin with, but yeah.
Master Keyser and Master Fafar, there's nothing to it. The men will load the trip. All you have to do...
Well, I suppose I could manage.
Then we'll bombard...
For several days.
Goodbye.
Ah, the poor castle.
Load the trebuchet!
Come on then, lift it down. There we go. No, before machines and stuff, and you had to do it all manually, and it took freaking ages. It was a bit of a strange way to do that. What, does the rope really go like that? I thought it'd only be connected to the top. I mean, I don't know anything about freaking siege engines, so there you go, but still. It'd have to be some quality wood, that, though. Grab a big rock. He's like, oof! Hey, this would be much too slow in an actual proper siege. It'd be a case of get the frick on with it. Are we all ready for me to pull the lever? Which lever do I even pull? This big one? I guess. Let's go. What them? So we not get to see it. Well, it hit them. What now?
Sir.
Sir Divish.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
Aye. We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all.
For a few days, at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So that's it. They're just going to keep bombarding the castle. The 2-day bombardment. All I'm going to do is lounge around in camp. Might as well take a seat. So they're going to keep loading it up and launching it. No, it says talk to him again. I've not even started. Right, okay, let's talk to him again then. This fellow was caught us again. I'm here.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bombarded?
Alright, well that's it then.
Luck then.
So I do have to just wait still. The fact that it just said, you know, but whatever. Just wait a couple of days and we're ready to go. You think it'd just automatically push us two days forward rather than getting me to wait for a couple of days. Quite literally. There's a lot of cheering going on. That guy's waiting for his counterpart to come. It's only been one day, but...
I'm here.
Can't you see...
Yeah, I still thought it was too soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, they're still going, look. Fine. At least let's wait until morning-ish. Is that it? Have they finished bombarding now?
I'm here.
Can't you see...
God damn it.
Take care.
Take care then. Bye-bye then.
Greetings.
Ah, we have got a
I've
priest.
arranged for a...
Thank you, Henry.
So I got a reputation for anyway. Arranged for a field sergeant, yeah.
I got hold of a
So I got
sawbones
both.
to take care of our...
Thank you. Most of them have already...
Got some money.
We made it in...
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd have his finger.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See, just thinking about it gets my...
How do you like Master King?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle,
No,
he
still
wants to
can't
throw
get kegs
kegs
of
of
gunpowder.
gunpowder.
Yeah.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, the gunpowder...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What... enough of that. Good luck, Ben.
Aye. Well, that's it. His wife could be gone. My father could be gone. Everything. Alright, so I don't need to wait another 24 hours. Basically. So it's 2 and a bit days of bombardment, effectively. There we are. Right, now that they've stopped cheering and shit, suppose we'll have to attack.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That is...
All right. When do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, you won't have another chance until we've won the day.
Until your final rest. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Okay, but the gate.
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
Okay.
And what's the plan for attacking the west wall?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall. Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
Okay.
How will we take the battlement?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
Okay.
And the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
Okay.
I think I've heard everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
Can even get a choice.
I'm proud of you, Henry. You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an
That guy
old
don't know
soldier.
the meaning of personal
This man
space.
must be shaking in his boots.
It's like I'm trying to have a conversation here.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades, and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you.
Freaking sided.
Sibling.
Good luck to you, old.
Goodbye.
Right. There we go. Well, they hit the gate, but... Oh, it actually went down as well. Nice. Siege. Still on the walls. There's the gate, the ladder people.
Shields, for fuck's sake! Cover yourselves! Ladders!
There you go. Yeah, boy, let's go. Hopefully I don't get obliterated as soon as I get to the top. Because obviously I'm quite outnumbered up here until my other guys get here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, fellas, give me an hand. Jesus Christ. Oh, I keep getting to lock. That's a bit bad. Luckily, they're only archers and not freaking full knight armored freaking people. Oh. Can't get through. Go on, batter him. Go on, I know you want to. Ah, push him off the wall. There you are. So we're heading towards the gate. Let my men go first.
Smash them! Clear those battlements!
Ow. I think it's funny just watching them get absolutely battered. That's what happens to me when I get outnumbered, it's funny.
We've got them! And now from the south! We'll charge them from the rear!
Piece of shit. But damn it, I'm bleeding. Oh, better heal that into a break. Stop it! Jesus Christ, this guy's raping me. He's not even anybody special. Practically right to the frickin' face. You piece of shite. That guy was a right ass. It's like I don't have many men left. I need it to say that I broke from combat for a minute, so I can heal up. There we are. Hopefully that'll let me heal up now. Yeah. And then I might as well grab... is it this one? The full heal one? Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to apply it, I want to eat it. There you go. Hopefully that'll give me full health. Slowly. Right, let's go, guys. Oh, is this it? I'm in a private area, does it really matter? Oh wow, a lot going on down there. That guy behind him just died. I don't know what he died from. Can't attack him there, it says. Too secluded. Right, I'll hit somebody else then. Oh, that's a bit of a tight and close space. Well, there we go. So we took the battlements and the gate. Spoop.
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hanish.
Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, we're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom.
He's like,
What
hold on.
happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks this truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor!
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. And then he'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
Bring the horses.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish!
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind.
No, he didn't. He said he were a merchant that was been ambushed.
I hope your
My
word
clothes are
can
all
be
tattered again.
trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot.
Ah, my blade.
Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
The horse is a bit slow.
What do you think? Will Toth keep his word?
I don't know.
He's a noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
Will he though? Will he?
What will you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people. Something really big.
Yeah.
But there'll be plenty of time for that later. This is quite a turnaround, isn't it?
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah. Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
I know I have to keep like galloping and then not galloping and yeah.
What should I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there.
See, haven't they done something in the second one where you can follow an NPC? So you do actually follow them without having any input. Obviously I've not played it just yet, but I will be. But I believe they've got some kind of a follow command or system in place.
There's no sign of them. Move on.
I was half expecting him to be there with my father's sword through him.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
You all right, Father?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
Where's the castle? Can you dye your clothes? Not that I know
it's
of.
all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
Well, he knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Markwart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside.
Sometimes.
Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
What's that other guy,
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Poor horse. And there we have it. Alright, so I think that's that. Obviously, you can still mess around and do what and finish all the stuff up, I think. But there we are. Johanka? You were facing very grave accusations. What that subtitle for?
You're doing well, son.
I was having a dream.
Father. Come now. You know whose side you.
The subs are completely wrong.
I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much. You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
Oh. Don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Okay then. So I guess we get to see kind of what else is kind of going on then. So what, did you say the upper castle? Yeah. So he must give his... oh no. He put his gear back on. Yeah, he did. Goes where? Coming through.
Oh.
Exactly, get out of my way. My house? No. Was... See, the question is, do I want to start the second game today or wait till tomorrow? I've streamed enough for one day.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am.
Still dirty, look.
What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him?
Yeah, he's still a bit dirty, no?
Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed. But to surrender it means giving up great privileges, too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslaus languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Okay.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
What isn't really the issue. The question is how. We need to...
Talk to my father. Where is it? Oh, there he is.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
It's going to be all battered up.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be travelling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Okay.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years, and now Sigismund's fallen out with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned. They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Yeah.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas. He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him, but he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really like?
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly makes a great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He never had much of a head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months. Better a bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
What about that guy?
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein.
Since we'll probably
Why
see
is
him
he
in the
here?
second game.
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John sits on Jobst's council. Since the king's being held captive in Vienna, I suppose it makes sense to have a powerful Austrian house as allies. It could be very useful.
Okay.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Boom.
So what do you think of it all, Sir Divish?
I think I don't know what to think.
That makes two of us.
If I didn't know anything about Jobst, I'd say he's right and absolutely truthful. But I've heard too much about him already.
Likewise. But I do feel he's the one with the best chance to put things right.
Well, we'll see what we learn from Bergov. If the League of Lords stands with Sigismund, then our chances pale, in spite of everything Jobst said.
We shall see. We shall see.
Okay.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle.
Is
We'll be
that-
back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
You've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still back side quests, activities, blah blah blah. Okay, riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon. Okay.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
So that's basically it now. So we can just ride off into the sunset, basically.
Huh!
Is this mine? Yep. Well then, get on your horse. You have to talk to him off the horse.
So, can we set off now?
Let's go.
Of course.
So, to horse! The Lord of Bergov is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
Come on, can we go a little bit faster? At least we're somewhat sort of going at the same speed.
So, how is life as a highborn bastard?
I'm getting used to it.
What about Rodzig? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord. What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggars belief.
Guards aren't exactly following at a reasonable distance, are they?
Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trust in your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Look, you can barely even see the guards at all now. Jesus.
Do you know anything about Prokop?
Ha! Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about it.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
Well, he was there with him. Of course that's not something to brag about in front of Jobst.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel. And have you heard anything about...
We're literally just going to trot all the way to the edge of the map.
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
And that Berghoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council. Little wonder they're back in their old tricks.
Oh,
We'll stay out of the way then, you idiot.
watch what you're doing.
Is that it for the conversations? You can't even see the guards at all now. Completely gone. All the horses are still there from the attack. Come on. Go a bit faster. How close are we to the end? Can I have a look? There. Oh, it's nearly there. Nearly. Still slow as hell though. But then bush. It's always the bushes. Game saved. What? Did you get off for? Stopping at the camp. What did he leave his horse all the way back there for?
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Aye.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
I see the guards caught up a bit.
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
And there we are, right off into the sunset. Is that it? Is there anything else? Boom. Oh yeah, and it just takes you back here. Right, well, there we go then. Right, well, I don't know if I'm going to start the second one today or not, but I'll have a think about it. You'll probably find out in like the next hour or so, if I do actually start another one. But there we go. But at the very least, anyway, I'll start it tomorrow. So, yeah, there we go. So, hope you guys have enjoyed anyway. As always, if you've got any other suggestions for other games you want me to check out, let me know. I'm also interested in checking out that Avowed that has just come out as well. So I might have to slip that in between the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 maybe. But other than that, there we go. So thank you everybody for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you all again next time.